Hello everybody. My age is 26. Kyle, 34, and I are getting married soon and having our first child. The child surprised us after 7 months together. Kyle's sister Bella, 36, has caused our relationship trouble since the beginning. Kyle met me through his younger brother Victor. Kyle was 27 during his divorce. I recently ended a long-term relationship, while he had been separated from his wife for over a year. We chatted and became friends with benefits. We didn't want to date straight immediately because he was treating his depression and I had changed my anxiety medication. After his divorce, he asked me to be his girlfriend 2 months later, which I agreed. Because I knew his brother, he organized a family dinner 1 month into our relationship. At the gathering, I met Bella, who tormented me in every way, including my accent, clothes, and hair, to make me look ridiculous passive-aggressively. Kyle, his brother and mother defended me, but Bella got angry and left early. Kyle and I haven't talked to Bella much since. As a control freak, she maintains tight ties with Kyle's ex-wife and believes Kyle should not divorced his ex. This seemed odd. For months. She said I was Kyle's AP and caused his divorce. It's crazy that she told everyone in our social circle, including us. Kyle broke up with his ex for personal reasons. There was no adultery. We didn't know each other when he started divorce proceedings, and I was dating my ex. This illusion persisted for almost 4 months, despite our protests. She spread the rumor to extended family. It reached my grandparents. Kyle's immaculate mother had to fight her daughter's lies. Following this, we decided to completely isolate her and avoid her. Despite this, she lies about me, saying, "Cheated on my ex, he cheated on me." I urged Kyle to entirely break off his ex. I never remarked on his relationship with his former, and I wanted to be with Victor, his long-term girlfriend and best friend. She calls me promiscuous and says I want Kyle's family money because we're similar financially. The worst she said about me was that no guy would leave me if my mother did. My mother has schizophrenia and BPD. She abandoned me after my father divorced her for not treating me and trying to kill me. My pregnancy was discovered recently. I'm not 12 weeks pregnant, Kyle told his brother and best friend. His best friend told his wife, who told Bella. Bella typically hosts parties, and in the past, she told Kyle's ex through her friends. Kyle refuses to have children, and Bella and Kyle's ex are spreading stories that I'm a rebound and that Kyle and I will break up. Kyle will crawl to his ex after she meets someone else. This may be genuine, and I'm afraid. Cannot take it anymore. Fatigued, she keeps talking to Kyle's family, even though we rarely do. She wants me gone and Kyle to leave. All I want for my baby is a healthy upbringing. I want to avoid my broken family, but this selfish lady won't allow me. Just fell in love with someone who loves me back. How will I handle this? How will I proceed? No need to complicate things. Shouldn't be who she says I am. Update 1: I'm 26 and engaged. Our connection is young. We're having a baby at 9 weeks. The doctor advised me to change my GAD medicines due to pregnancy, and my insane behavior has been ruining my life. After my height story, everyone calls me a rebounder. Starting to believe. Never the other lady. I met my future spouse after his divorce and got connected. I still feel like I ruined his 12-year marriage like a homewrecker. His ex is beautiful, elegant, smart, and a top performer. How to avoid insecurity? I'm not sure how I wasn't insecure before. He is employed, financially stable, and in charge, unlike me. Disorganized. Want to be a pediatrician. However, being pregnant, I'm unsure how to do it. I'm not sure if I should quit medical school. I'm confused. I'd never marry myself, let alone start a family. Why bring a child with me? My mother, who has BPD and schizophrenia, nearly killed me when I was 4, fled, and never spoke to me again. What if I become her? Every day I worry about having PPD and losing my capacity to love and care for my son, as well as damaging him. Sometimes I wish I could give my child to my partner to raise with his ex. This family would be perfect, and I could disappear like my mother. I hate myself for thinking that, but I love my partner and child. I hate myself for not telling my fiancé. I'm frightened of becoming a rebound and him discovering it and dropping me and the kid, or worse, taking my baby and returning to his ex. This was new to me. I've always been nervous. Never have I been so insecure. I don't understand my situation. Details, including why her fiancé divorced. It's hard because it's largely about my fiancé's mental health. He told me he married her because it was right, not because he loved her. They were lifelong friends and married young. He took a long time to realize this because he was depressed and thought a lack of emotion was normal. In treatment, he discovered he didn't love his ex, that he was just acting to please his father. Son and father had a severe relationship. He thought divorce was fair for him and his ex. Timing of her relationship with fiancé. We've been together 8 months and a year. When we started living together, we planned marriage for a year. I discovered the pregnancy while taking tests, and he proposed because it was in our plans but not the pregnancy. His marriage lasted 12. I think he was with his ex for almost 16 years. Hello everybody. Update 2. A long ago comment made me rethink some earlier incidents. Help me with my situation now. I dislike my sister. My best friend is her fiance's ex and worried I'm ruining her best friend's life. My fiance never cheated or flirted with his ex. I hired a lawyer to stop her from pestering and verbally attacking me. She kept quiet after getting the cease and desist letter. Last weekend, she brought me a box with drinks, food, and cosmetics and asked me to be her bridesmaid. She wrote a long letter asking if I would accept this award as compensation for her actions. I'm considering agreeing to see if we can get along. On Saturday night, I told my fiancé I was thinking about it, sparking a fight. My guy hates his sister and won't talk to her again. I want our baby to grow up in a large, happy family, even if it means compromising. He denies being a groomsman and thinks SIL is using it to label me a bitch. Kyle said he was tired of my innocence because I always assumed the best of people, which hurt us. I was confused when I went to my stepmother's after the argument. My father and stepmother advised me to return home Sunday night. Despite my best efforts, her message triggered a massive fight between my partner and me. I want to resolve this optimally. In my second trimester, everything is harder and tiring. Kyle and I are tired, and my pregnancy was hard. Parenthood and marriage stresses us out, so we work more. I don't want our different approaches to cause conflict. I want my baby to enjoy seeing their grandparents, even if my SIL is present, but my fiancé would cut off his mother if necessary. How do I handle it? Edit. Some here call me poisonous and tell my fiancé to leave me. Despite my error, I love him totally. I'll apologize when he gets home. We'd never argued like this, and I didn't understand I'd done something wrong. Never wanted to damage him or put others before him. I thought I could make things work because I never had a normal family, and I think being with him ruined his family ties. Sorry to all my detractors. He can break up, and I'll depart without complaint. My chest tightens and I feel sick because I worry I hurt someone I love. I've known his younger brother and girlfriend for a long time, so we always spend supper with them. She never comes because his mother won't come unless my SIL is invited. She visited me once to check on the baby. Since they've done this for years, he seems mournful when discussing it. He never said I was the problem, but getting along altered everything. If he were with another woman, it would be different. Do not take basic aid. You must follow a cease and desist order against this person. Stop communicating with them. This kind of person never changes. It would take a fool to fall into this trap. Edit. Asking the op to be her bridesmaid breached a cease and desist injunction. Stop questioning her. No, she shouldn't answer. You prance, so give up on having a big happy family. Remember your husband's wishes when dealing with his sister. Trying to connect with her may generate marital issues. She is venomous and untrustworthy. Move on. Instead of genetic relatives, family can be individuals who always support us. After reading responses, comments. Reading the comments revealed my ignorance. I only wanted my SIL's apologies to get me accepted into the family and make things okay. Never wanted to disrespect my fiancé or his family's restrictions. He misses weekend family reunions with his mother, brother, sister, and in-laws, and I feel like I've ruined everything and want to fix it. I love him and want a good pregnancy. Yeah, I'm scared I changed my medicines for hormones, and pregnancy have made things odd. I'll discuss the apology letter with my fiancé and, possibly, my lawyer to decide what to do. I'm done with harassing. After hearing a lot of bad things, I went to my parents' place to get away. He did too. Hello everybody. This is update 3. Great news, I'm having a son. My fiancé prefers Theodore and Gustave while I like Lestat and Beau. I love Theodore too. I appreciate your time and will elaborate. I appreciate your advice. Some ache when I initially posted, but everything helped. First and foremost, I'm not a spoiled, immature female dominating my fiancé. However, his sister has always had difficulties with me, not him. So I assumed I had to answer it. As you noted, she's his sister, so they must deal with it whether they want to or not. I've been in treatment for years and am really frightened. Growing up, my father was my only family because my mother beat me. After my father went to his hometown, and we expanded our family, I was essayed by someone who was trusted by family. People may not realize how much this has influenced my pregnancy and recent actions, but I've been working on it for a long time. I feel like I don't deserve love and family, and I'm worried about my kid having the same experience. However, as many of you noted, my family is now me, my child, and my spouse. My parents, stepmother, grandparents, younger brother Bill, Victor, and friends support me. Now, for the real update, I chatted with my husband the night I posted. Late from work, he drank with Victor. I apologized for meddling with his sister relationship, presuming I knew her better than he did, and causing unnecessary conflict, tension. I also apologized for putting a big, happy family before his feelings. I was startled he cried because he is usually grim. He apologized for saying he was tired of me and said it wasn't true, but it's hard to see someone you care about hurt themselves to please someone selfish. Apologies and nighttime conversation followed. Because several of you suggested he leave me, I inquired if he needed a break. He said he had never considered it, which was a relief. I planned to pack for my parents' house. I gently declined, but my fiancé took the day off to resolve the issue with his family. I didn't go because it was too stressful, and I'm just 5 to 6 months pregnant. What became of the family conversation? The invitation came from my mill. She told my fiancé that she would not attend or pay for the wedding unless the whole family was there and that SIL should pay for her actions. SIL might pay for the wedding. Due to its high cost, it would drain her cash. They don't want their mother to miss the wedding because SIL is a VP at her parents' firm and will sign several significant contracts. She must appear. SIL thought asking me to be a bridesmaid and writing a beautiful poem would melt me. Because my fiancé's ex didn't want to see him with me, he wasn't invited to be a groomsman. The frequent guest would have been welcomed. Mill will still attend the wedding without paying. My fiancée Durin and I will miss the wedding. Anonymous texts call me selfish since I ruined SIL's flawless wedding and was intended to honor me. The 36-year-old woman battling with me wants my fiancé to marry her best friend, which is funny. Best wishes to her fiancé she can't get over a fake divorce. I think she hurts me to get at her brother since their mother forbids her from attacking him. We have other difficulties with her, especially with the baby on the way, and wish to separate. Bill claims she suffered a mental breakdown when she found out we were pregnant due to reproductive issues. Our rapid pregnancy after our partnership made SIL jealous, he says. She wanted to be the family's first grandchild because she was oldest. Who knew a shocked baby could cause so much damage? Many thanks for listening and sharing stories. See you. No baby named Lestat, you win. Kyle is the happy after I messaged him about dropping the name. My girlfriend hates my female buddy and calls her a pick-me girl, and she gave me an ultimatum. She must forego the group vacation or move out since my friend is joining me. 26M needs an objective opinion on a situation concerning 26F, my spouse. My partner and I have dated for 3 years. Overall, our partnership has been good. Our schedules sometimes conflict, causing issues. However, we succeed. My good friend 28F is causing us a serious fight. I'll call this person Violet. For context, Violet and I are in a small group of friends. The group has 2 additional people. A film festival introduced us 2 years ago. We were in line for the theater. Since the wait was long, we spoke and got along. We communicated later. All group members go far. Though we rarely see each other, we talk daily and have weekly gaming and anime movie marathons. Violet resides in the next town over, so we spend the most time together outside of the group's online meetings. I invited my partner to virtual and in-person gatherings, but she always declined. She denies my invitation to participate because she doesn't care about us. She considers anime, comics, and games childish. She dislikes old and repaired movies we watch. Our disconnect existed before I met this group of friends. She probably won't do these things to spend time together. Like my childhood gaming nights. My topic isn't video games. She's uninterested in board and card games. She either powers it off or goes about her business. If she watches or plays with me, she says it's a chore and belittles it. It feels humiliating. But she insists it's a joke. I no longer enjoy what we watch or play. I don't like reality TV, but I watch it with her and try to be involved because it's more about spending time together than the show. My relationship with the group has been a wonderful change of pace and balance, but it has also been a problem. The gang is organizing a trip to the anime convention. Staying at an Airbnb and splitting the cost was the plan for the weekend celebration. My fiancé opposes the vacation because of Violet. She doesn't like Violet or my friendship with her. She gets annoyed whenever Violet is around. I make her unhappy anytime we talk or spend time together. We may argue over something unrelated, yet it will bring Violet up. She calls Violet a pick-me girl. I invited my girlfriend when planning the vacation. She declined and worried about my attendance. She dislikes that I'll remain with Violet in our holiday home. I suggested staying in a hotel and meeting everyone, but she refused. She eagerly listens to whatever I say. She ignores everything because she knows. Violet departs. The trip has caused us a lot of conflict. She now states that I love Violet because I protect her during fights and stay on the trip. I still want to go to the conference, but the group schedules rarely match. My girlfriend thinks I'm vacationing with Violet. She's firm on the trip and gave me an ultimatum. She said I could do anything, but if I went on the trip, I'd choose Violet above her, and she'd react. No idea what to do now. I'm not recommending her invalid attitudes. Though her feelings are her own, I think she's unjust and that her reservations about my friendship with Violet are baseless. I'm pulled in 2 directions and given an ultimatum. I only compromise in our relationship, which feels one-sided. Not sure why one issue would be a deal breaker. What should I tell her now? November 11th, 2024. 26M wants to update you on my girlfriend 26F and her ultimatum. First, thanks to everyone who commented and emailed me. Your input is really appreciated. It prompted much thought. I'll address comments in this update as I didn't have time. I was often asked how I met my girlfriend. Although we were high school classmates, we didn't hang out together. We met at a college party. I think our relationship started there. Seeing a familiar person from home helped us adjust to this big collegiate pond. We started dating later. Back then, respect was more mutual. When we met, intolerance seemed to change everything. Why she felt my friend Violet, 28F, was a pick-me girl was also asked. Really don't know. I know it doesn't fit Violet. Emo, my girlfriend, says a woman knows another woman. She won't explain. She never specified. Actually, my girlfriend was harsh in high school. We discussed it before dating, and she seemed to figure it out in college. Now, when I talk about Violet or my passions, that aspect comes out. Regarding the ultimatum, I debated what to do and what I wanted for myself and my relationship. Still, I participated. Group getaway. I believe that relationships require compromise, but not this ultimatum. Instead of cooperating, it bulldozes to achieve control. What would happen if I accepted this ultimatum? What prevents her from delivering further ultimatums against me or whenever she wants? I was willing to try again. I told my girlfriend about my trip plans. I told her I understood her concerns and valued her. But I thought this ultimatum was harmful for everyone. I suggested she stay with us at the Airbnb or with me at a hotel because I thought the vacation would be beneficial to us both. That failed. No compromise was acceptable to her. She maintained her ultimatum, saying she had stated her position clearly and that there was no further discussion if I went on the trip. She insisted on hoping Violet was worth it. I told her it had nothing to do with Violet and that she was planning a group vacation around Violet. Discussion was fruitless. I asked her to assess the situation. She said the judgment was final and nothing could be changed. Absolutely my choice. I asked if we could talk again after the convention to see how we were doing, and she answered, "The only conversation I'll be having is with the walls because she won't be in our place when I return." Since then, she rarely speaks to me and marks my texts as read. So I'm probably getting the unofficial quiet treatment. I don't understand why. We should talk. I feel less supported, seen, and respected in our relationship. Even if it's a disaster. The comments I've received on here during the current fight have woken me up and forced action. I think the vacation will be helpful and want to keep going. I doubt not going will help me. Thank you again.